here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at a video from Prager University, or PragerU for short, which is a YouTube channel that makes short videos promoting conservative values. Now the video we're going to be reviewing today actually came up for an ad for me while I was doing research. And by research, I mean my fifth meme compilation of that day.
Yeah, I don't mind. Once when I was 7 years old, I sat on a banana. And of course, that changed my life.
And it's a video entitled, Should Trans Women Compete with Women? So without further ado, let's begin. We are less than 5 seconds into the video and already I have to correct something. Trans women are not men pretending to be women. They are women, and there is science to back it up. According to a meta-study by Cambridge University, men and women differ in many areas of the brain, such as the ratio of white to gray matter. Now this is important because according to an article published in the Journal of Psychiatric Research, female to male transgender people had white to gray matter ratios much closer to that of the gender they identify with than their biological sex, even before any hormone replacement therapy or sex change surgeries. Furthermore, a meta-study done by Boston University Medical Center looked at as much medical research as they could about the biological links to disorders of gender identity, and concluded there is a clear positive link to a biological etiology of transgenderism. And finally, Nature magazine, one of the most well-established and well-respected peer-reviewed science journals out there, said in a recent article that gendering people based solely on genitals and chromosomes has no basis in science. But continue. Now what this clip implies is that transgender women have an advantage over cis women because they're born male. And that assumption would seem to make sense until you take into account that the first ever study on performance of transgender women before and after transition showed that trans women had no advantage over cis women due to the fact that hormone therapy actually changes a trans person's muscle mass. And according to Endocrine Treatment of Transsexual Persons, page 3145, table 14, it takes 2 years of hormone therapy at most to fully decrease a trans woman's muscle mass to that of a cis woman's, something Hannah Mounsey had done before entering the women's league. Fallon Fox was not allowed to fight in the Women's League simply because she identified as one. The rules of the International Olympic Committee at the time were that for someone who was born biologically male to compete in the Women's League were to undergo all sex change operations and at least 2 years of hormone therapy, which Fallon Fox did in order to compete. Furthermore, there is no scientific evidence that trans women have any advantage over cis women, and much scientific evidence against that. And as far as their injuries go, injuries happens all the time in the MMA. Limbs are broken all the time, and there was even a case where one's ear literally exploded because it was hit so hard. When she was fighting another cis woman, I might add. I mean, this is literally a sport where you lock two people in a cage together and have them beat the shit out of each other. What did you expect? First, the extra attention is not necessarily an advantage. If you fuck up, there's just that many more people looking your way. Second, the point PragerU is making here makes no sense. Imagine if we replaced the word trans with black and said she was the first black woman competing for the Miss Universe title and received lots of extra hype for being black. Would we conclude that no black woman should ever compete for the Miss Universe title? Of course not. That would be incredibly racist. But that's the exact line of logic PragerU is using here. And furthermore, the only reason she is receiving so much hype is because it is controversial to be trans. If there was no controversy, she would not be receiving any extra attention. And who's perpetuating this bigotry? People like the ones who produce videos for PragerU. So she is receiving extra attention. And that's your fault, PragerU. here we have the real reason PragerU produced this video. Not out of a concern for women, but to point out the feminist hypocrisy. PragerU isn't really concerned about the ability of women nor the actual science. What they are concerned with is pushing conservative values, which are inevitably anti-LGBT, regardless of what the actual science says. I hope that people who normally watch PragerU videos see this, because they need to know that PragerU is not on the side of science and reason, but on the side of bigotry and fear-mongering. Anyways, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and follow my Instagram where I post memes more consistently than I post videos. See you next time!